And we're back in this live stream. We're back in this biz. How we doing? How's everyone's day going so far? Hopefully everyone's day is going phenomenally. Hopefully everyone is having a fantastic day, as I am having a great day as well. Been able to get some stuff done at work. Been very productive. Been feeling very good, man. I'm feeling good. Happy to be able to stream with every single one of y'all as well. Happy to be here with every single one of you guys. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream. Let me know that you guys want us to continue putting out all this free content for you guys. Make sure that you leave a like to let us know that you guys want us to continue with the shopping spree giveaway, which, if you didn't hear, is going down tomorrow. $1,000 are on the line. It can literally go to anyone. So freaking awesome that we offer all this amazing stuff. Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Let's see who we got in the chat so far. Ja, what's up, man? Good to see you again, bro. Psychic Kaz, what's going on, man? Good to see you. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up with you, man? Average Cranberry Sprite Enjoyer. Awesome name, by the way. Awesome name. What do you recommend for an HPA tank? There's a couple different recommendations. I usually go with the carbon fiber tanks personally. If I'm going to recommend that to someone, because again, they are going to be a lot more lightweight. But again, that really depends on who you're asking. I can get more in depth than that later on as well. Kale Ryder, hello, hello. Good to see you as well. Good to see you as well. Hopefully, remember, guys, share this around with as many people as possible. Let people know that we are live right now. This is the best way to get your extra entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Because right now, when you place an order during this live stream, only during the duration of the stream, which is probably going to be probably ending depending on participation. Right now, went from 45 to 5 o'clock. So we'll go ahead and see how that goes. But yeah, you only have a little bit of time to get those orders in. An hour, less than an hour technically, less than an hour right now. So get those orders in now, because every $50 you spend gets you 5 chances of winning, 5 entries into tomorrow's. Again, I'm gonna stress that, tomorrow's $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. My host Bowas, co-host, is gonna be joining me later on during the stream. He's finishing up some editing right now. I want to make sure that he gets that done as well, because, oh man, we got some projects on the way. We got some projects on the way that I'm very excited. I know I keep hyping them up, but oh man, I'm excited. I'm excited because these were bigger undertakings for us. They're a little bit more involved, so I'm very curious to see what you guys think about those as well. But again, guys, forever welcome everyone that is joining right now. Welcome everyone joining the stream. Looks like we are sitting at like the 20-ish viewers right now. Guys, we're only at 8 likes. Make sure to bump up those likes as much as we can. Lets us know you guys want us to continue. Lets us know that you guys want us to keep putting out all this free content for every single one of you. Mech Rebellion, what's going on, man? Good to see you as well. Good to see you as well. Ja, hello. My MC4 Mark II got delivered yesterday, and I absolutely love it. My new favorite gun. Hands down, it looks so beautiful and shoots me. That's what I've been saying, man. That's what I've been saying. Mayo Gang MGC4s. By the way, if y'all didn't know, right now they are discounted. They are all going to be under $300. Discounted right now. Well, of course, with the exception of the BCM, because the BCM one just looks so damn pretty, right? I think I'm going to leave a link to the MGC4s as well into the live chat. There we go. Put that into the live chat for everyone to go ahead and check out. Because literally, they're all going to be retailing, the average ones anyway, for $315. Which already by itself is already a freaking steal, right? That is like solid mid-tier pricing, and you're getting high-end, high-performance AEG, right from the box. But discounted to sub $300? Everyone says they want a deal. Everyone says they want a deal. Everyone says that they want to be able to save big and get the airsoft gun that's going to do it all. And we do it. So I'm just saying, y'all better hop on that now while you can, because some of them have actually already sold out, like the Solid Bronze Mark II. That one is sold out quite a while ago, and we are waiting for a restock on that one, which I believe should be arriving sometime next month. So keep an eye out for that as well. All right. And like the name suggests, this is actually going to be a Q&A live stream. This is a noob-friendly stream. This is going to be the stream that we like to put on for a lot of our newer players, a lot of our new guys, or guys that have been playing for a while but maybe just don't know a thing or two, right? They are looking to get some answers for their airsoft-related questions. Maybe they're looking for product recommendations. Maybe they are looking for our opinions on certain products or what we think about certain things. Then by all means, you guys are more than welcome to go ahead and ask away into the live chat. Just put the letter Q right in front of your question. Put the letter Q right in front, right when you put it into the live chat. It's going to make it a heck of a lot easier for us to spot and identify. Now, we do, like I said earlier, we do have promotions going on right now, where every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. It's going to be very, very easy to do so, especially considering all the amazing deals and discounts we got going on right now. We are talking 10% off upgrade components, 10% off BBs, batteries, your essentials, 10% off optics, 10% off popular airsoft guns, right? 20% off tactical gear, and of course 20% off Lance Tactical Gen 2 Pro lines. I'm gonna link all those bad boys right here. Gen 2 Pro lines are discounted by a significant amount, man. It's insane, right? And of course the Classic Army line of guns as well. Classic Army AGs, like the ML12, like the PXG9, like the Mark 16. Again, so much good shit on here that is discounted, but again, it's not going to be forever, so y'all need to hop on this now while you guys can. Don't miss out. Do not miss out. You don't want to let these opportunities pass you by, because again, tomorrow's the drawing. It can literally go to anyone. Even if you only place one order, it can go to you. But if you're not watching the live stream, if you're not on these streams, you're not going to get rewarded. We're not going to reward someone who doesn't watch the live stream. You know what I mean? That's all we ask at the end of the day is when you place your orders to qualify, that you just watch the stream. Even if you have it just playing, one AirPod in or something like that, right? At least you can hear it. So that way when your name or when your order number is called, you're there to claim it. Because if you're not watching, you can't claim shit. So make sure to go ahead and tune in to all these live streams we got going on. It's always important. It's always imperative. That's how you increase your potential of winning, my guys. And remember, leave a like on this live stream and share this around as much as possible. YouTube algorithm right now does fuck all. Same thing with social media in terms of sharing our content around. So we rely on all you guys. So it's always appreciated when you guys can go ahead and share this around. Share the link on, put it on your socials. Let people know, hey, join me on the live stream. Join me on the stream. It's going to be a grand old time. All right, let's go ahead and answer some questions as well while we're at it. Texas Kraken's Airsoft. Good to see you again, man. Lolsome, hello, hello, hello. Enigma the Dragon, hello. Good to see you as well. Mr. Savage 710, good to see you. XR Preacher, my man. Nate, hello, hello, hello. Mech Rebellion has a question. Does the Max CNC advanced speed trigger work in the Mayo MGC4? They should. Most of the aftermarket triggers typically should work in the Mayo Gang MGC4. There's nothing proprietary about the trigger as far as I can tell. Again, depending on which one you get, some filing fitment might be required, but honestly, I actually prefer the trigger that I actually get on the MGC4 compared to aftermarket ones. I've tried aftermarket ones like Speed, for example, or the Gate Nova, and while they are nice, I typically prefer those. What is that noise going on back there? I have no idea what that noise is. Anyway, let's see. I am going to a World War II themed Milsim at the end of June. What's a good sniper for that? Ooh, okay. It depends on, again, what you classify as sniper, but I would say, if you wanted to go to a World War II themed event, there are a few options. I would usually say maybe go with either a 1903. I'll use the other one. There you go. Yeah, I'll use this one. Come on. There we go. 1903. That's very interesting, Jason Smith, that you're going to a World War II themed event. That's really cool. You don't really see too much World War II stuff happening anymore. I mean, obviously, if you had a little bit more money to spend, I would say maybe one of these bad boys, right? This one's pretty cool because it's actually get the package where you get the scope as well, and of course, obviously the mounting hardware to get it on there. I think that's pretty sick. Normally it's $698, but it's discounted to $628 right now, so that's actually a pretty damn good deal considering what you're getting. This is a CO2 powered, which I think is really, really sick. But again, that's a little pricey. You can also go with a car. You can also go with a car 98. Those are plentiful. Honestly, we have quite a few different versions. Yeah, you can get a cheap one for the double bell one right now. Yeah, it's the lowest costing one. That's discounted. It's normally $183. It's discounted to $164.70. That one's pretty cool. That one's actually pretty cool as well. I believe there actually is a scope package for this bad boy as well. It might be a little bit more, but if you were on a budget, you can go with either or. Double Bell has quite a few Car 98s. Those would probably be the ones that I would ultimately suggest if you were trying to go for a sniper for a World War II themed event. Yeah, you can get the freaking scope packages here as well. Those are going to be a little more like $248, but those are solid. Those are solid picks as well. Again, you can't go wrong with any of those, to be honest. TBH. Actually, that sounds really fun too. I would love to do more World War themed sort of events. I know Tactical League a while back had their Vietnam themed event, which I really wanted to go to, but I couldn't freaking get the time off for that one. But that one seemed really fun. That one seemed really, really fun. I really want to go out and do that one too. Texas Kraken's Airsoft. I just got my beautiful Army Armament R32 1911 in my Mayo Gang mystery box. Hey, that's what's up, baby. That's what's up. Again, we try to hook you up. I love the R32. I think the R32 is probably one of the coolest looking pistols that you can get. Army Armament R32. It's clean, brother. It's clean, dude. And again, you can get so much stuff where if you want to start upgrading this, it's going to be so easy to find parts for it. If you want to just load up on magazines, very easy to do so. And these are easy to work on, man. These are very, very easy to work on. And I would recommend this for pretty much anyone that was looking for a decent sidearm that wasn't going to cost them an arm and a leg. Especially with the price going on right now, you're getting it for less than $100 for a TM spec full metal 1911, like a modern take on a 1911. It's solid. I would 100% recommend this to pretty much everyone, man. Let's see. I wish man back from say a good luck to everyone. Of course, thank you. And so best overall gun under $300. Average cranberry Sprite enjoyer. I'm gonna say the name fully, just like that. I mean, you guys already know what I'm gonna say, right? It's hard to really beat MGC4. Then let me explain why. Again, this was a collaborative project between us and Lancer Tactical, where they gave us full access to their warehouse, and they told us, hey, we can decide ultimately what parts go into this. And we specifically chose a build that was going to be reliable, that was going to be offering incredible performance, great range, great accuracy, really healthy rate of fire, and I mean healthy. This thing is fast, man. This thing's actually really, really fast. It's been shimmed very, very well. The motor is very nice and torquey, so you are getting a very nice trigger response on this bad boy. Like, it's just solid. It does everything you need it to do, and then some, man. And of course, you are getting the quick change spring system, so you can bring it indoor, outdoors, no problem. It's very easy to swap out that spring, right? For any players, whether you're a returning airsofter, veteran airsofter, or this is your first airsoft gun, and you had a little bit more to spend compared to like more than just $150, this is gonna be a fantastic pick for pretty much anyone. So when you're saying like under $300, it's not normally, but because it's discounted right now, that's gonna be like the biggest recommendation that I can give. Hey, look who decided to join me, my main man Schmoaz. We're just doing a few little Q&A questions on here as well. What kind of chest rig or plate carrier would you recommend for a bigger, more fluffy guy like Cisco's body type, Mr. Savage 710?
Time again, we recommend the
EXO.
EXO.
Oh, type that in right now. Yeah, the EXO has been around for quite some time, but for good reason. It works very, very well. Plate carrier. Actually, have you ever tried one of these?
I have not. I've tried the smaller MOPC back in the day. Even then, that was like pretty big.
It's a little larger in size, yeah.
Let's see here.
You can go with a Condor. Code 11 has some too.
Yeah. But the large to extra large is.
I think some colors are available.
Some colors should be available. The black one and Coyote Brown and OD Green. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm just gonna do Coyote Brown because I like brown.
Yeah. I like brown.
Yeah, but the large, extra large, I mean, that's kind of like what we've been recommending for years. That's what people like bigger dudes are kind of happier with. Fits the body a little better,
No, absolutely. And again, I think even Cisco at some point own one of these as well. I think he had the black or like the multicam one of them. But yeah, this has been a very, very popular option even in store as well. Whenever I get some bigger and taller gentlemen coming in, this is usually what I would go ahead and recommend.
Yeah. Enigma. Actually, there's another question.
Oh,
the
yeah,
next one's Enigma the Dragon. Are AEG rifles good to use in the rain as long as you don't open where the battery is located at? Actually, AEGs for the most part, 99.9% of the time, you should be able to play in the rain. We have played in the rain quite a few times. I would just be careful. Like the metal parts of most AEGs, like they might rust. Just letting you know. So just make sure that you wipe down your AEG once you're done playing with it. Make sure that it fully dries. But as far as like the electronics go, I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, most of the time, like if you notice the wires, whenever you open up like a gearbox, most of the wires are actually like protected. They usually have that like heat shrink over it, so you don't have to really worry about water seeping into them per se. Would I recommend dunking your airsoft gun into a pool of water? No, of course not.
There are old videos where people have done that before.
Yeah.
And it works. Not that we recommend it, but yeah, it's a pretty well sealed system, especially if it's like a standard version 2 like M4.
Yeah. I was going upwards. I answered all of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure I saw it. Nate, the Mayo Mark II is really good. Yes, it is. Dual wield me some MG LMGs, Mayo Gang LMGs. When it comes out, I'm going to hold you to that, XR Preacher. You've been the one bullying us.
Yeah. I better see a photo and video of you dual wielding the Mayo Gang LMG.
Yeah, because Jaw was saying that he actually just got his MGC4 Mark II, and he's absolutely loving it right now.
MGC4 Mark II is, I mean, both the Mark I and Mark II.
Yeah.
There's different cosmetically and barrel lengths, obviously, but they perform phenomenally. I have yet to hear of one person who received their MGC4 and they're like, I hate it. Like
That,
usually,
no,
yeah,
I've
yeah,
never
usually
encountered
they're
that.
like, dang, this is pretty damn good. And we're like, yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know.
We spent a lot of time.
We invested into
Yeah,
this
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Mr. Savage 710 for show, appreciate it. I'm looking them up right now. Absolutely, no worries, man. Again, the Exo Play Carry can't go wrong with it. Let's see, Daniel Torres. If I use store credit to buy things, I still get entries into the raffle. Yes, you are still entered into the shopping spree giveaway. Again, as long as your subtotal is $20 or greater. The only thing that doesn't count is if you're using your store credit, your voucher, to buy another gift voucher. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
It's not. We've already thought about that. It doesn't count towards anything.
No,
It doesn't
no
do anything.
loopholes.
No loopholes.
Yeah,
Absolutely, no
yeah.
loopholes. Okay, this one's an interesting question. But before we get into that, guys, remember all the highlighted deals going on right now. 10% off, 20% off. So many fantastic deals. Thousands of products discounted right now, but only for a limited time. Get those orders in during the duration of this live stream so you can maximize your potential of winning tomorrow's $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. All right, Enigma the Dragon is asking, what should one look at when wanting to convert a M14 rifle into a DMR? Is it better to do all at once, or is it fine to do it in parts? Now, I have my opinion on this. I say do it all at once, but what do you think?
I mean, if you have to open up the gun and work on the gearbox, yeah, I'd say just like, get all the parts that you want. You know, like what you might not be able to buy all the parts at once. Obviously.
No, but as far as
Yeah.
installing,
But just bank up all the parts, and then once you have everything you need, then you just open up the gearbox, do all the mods, and then put it back together. That's what I would recommend. So, some people like to do like buy as you go. I mean, I've done that before. It was a pain, but it is an option. But yeah, I would say just do it all at once. But as far as parts go, first things first, gotta get you.
bucking and inner barrel.
Yep, bucking inner barrel. So Unicorn makes them really good inner barrels. Same with Arcturus. They also make some really quality. Both brands, I think, they're very competitive in price.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Unicorn, I would say their buckings are a bit better. So I would recommend getting a Unicorn barrel or an Arcturus barrel, either one. But yeah, make sure to get the Unicorn 70-degree bucking. You want a higher degree bucking. You want a thicker bucking, especially if you're going to be shooting higher FPS. Yeah, and then you're M135 spring probably.
Oh, I would say like you don't even have to go with that. Well, if you're doing DMR,
Yeah.
if you're doing DMR, I would say maybe like anywhere from 120 to about 135.
Yeah.
Nothing more than that. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends on the build.
Yeah.
Obviously, I would say more than anything though, especially with DMRs, the biggest thing to focus on is compression,
Yeah.
making sure that it is incredibly efficient. There's no leakage anywhere.
Yeah. I wonder if we have M14. I know for a fact we have M14 parts. I know for a fact we do.
Yeah, we definitely carry like parts because again,
Especially from like really good brands like Lonex.
the version 7 gearbox has been around for some time, actually, for a very, very long
Yeah,
time.
really long time. Let's see here. Yeah, you want to get a high torque motor, obviously, as well. Let's see here.
There's a couple air nozzles.
Yeah, but eventually, from what because I've been doing some research on the M14 platform, you're gonna want to upgrade the gearbox shell. Like I think Classic Army has a pretty good one that you can get because SEMA gearbox shells don't.
They don't last the longest.
Yeah, especially when you do a high FPS build. Yeah, it doesn't last as long. So getting something like the Classic Army 9mm bearing M14 gearbox, like that's a solid gearbox shell.
Let's link that in the chat. Yeah, might as well.
Yeah.
Might as well. Copy that. Yeah, just because again, this is gonna be one of those things. If you want something that's gonna be a lot more durable and efficient, I guess those like the biggest things for M14s. The SEMA ones just don't. You can use it and you can upgrade it, but how long it will last with just the regular shell, I don't know.
Yeah, if you play with it stock and you just upgrade your hop up and your barrel, and
You're
stuff,
fine.
You're fine. But once you start to like really tune compression and really tune like your FPS, to have it shoot harder, then it's going to take a heavier toll on your gearbox shell.
Oh, this is a very good question, actually. I just saw it right now. Locterra Plays is asking, I have a lefty player in my family, and he struggles with all the right-handed replicas that I own. What are some decent entry-level replicas that with ambidextrous or lefty controls?
I think Arcturus might have.
Yeah, I know they have a few
controls. Yeah.
ambi guns for sure. It depends on your budget.
Yeah. Well, let's just look up the what those are called? What was their entry level?
Oh, the LWT.
LWT. There you go. LWT. Yeah. So let's see here.
Yeah, you can get these in starter packages too, which is insane.
Yeah. So if you look at this one right here, this the standard, just regular black colorway. They do charge a little more for the tan version. Let's see here. Yep. So this has an ambi selector and an ambi magazine release.
Check the picture too.
Yeah. So you have. So this is like your traditional.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, this is your traditional side of the receiver. Let me make sure I show this.
I think some of the controls are ambi, but not all of them. It looks like the selector might not be, actually.
It says ambidextrous selector. Let me double check here. So you have this side, which is traditional side. Oh, you're right. It's not ambidextrous.
Yeah,
selector.
I think some of the controls, like the charging handle, are going to be mag release as well. It looks like, but I don't believe.
I think the mag release is ambi. No.
I think the mag release might be, but I think the selector is definitely not. Yeah, from what it looks like, the selector is definitely on one side, but not the other. So it's unfortunately not ambi.
What the? Why is it saying it's ambi, but it's not?
I think that's, again, just when they told us the information for it. But anyway.
Okay, so maybe not. So maybe it's not.
I would say that if you're looking for a fully ambi gun, that's a tough one, actually.
It's hard to find one that's, like, cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually you do end up paying a premium for ambi. I wonder if
there's if we're straying away from freaking M4s.
I'll be right back. Because we do have one of these LWTs in our office. Nah, yeah, actually.
I would say if you don't mind, go for this PPK 20. The Gen 3 PPK 20s from Lancer and Atlas Custom Works actually, believe it or not, even though it is an AK, it actually uses an ambi control, which is very nice. Let's see, where are you? Yeah, one of these bad boys. And we know because we actually have one in Storefront. I use it for several different videos. These are solid.
These have ambi selectors, and the magazine release, because it's a paddle, it's ambi. Even let's say like an AK, just any AK, like double bill AKs, Lancer Tactical AKs that we have in store that you can find for really, really cheap. Yeah, like they just tend to inherently be more like lefty friendly, just because like the selector with the left hand, like you could still actuate the selector, and then also
look at that.
The magazine release, it's a paddle, so yeah, you don't have to worry about like doing anything weird to the gun to reload and stuff.
Absolutely. Again, that's one option. Again, if you're willing to venture outside of the AR platform, you can actually find some stuff that's still affordable too, just like this. What is it? Even regular AKs are decent for lefty. That's true. I mean, for me, when it comes to like any sort of left-handed shooters, I mean, usually it's like what, like just trained to be right-handed. You know what I mean, to an extent. But I get what you're saying. You want something that's gonna be a little bit easier. So it does make sense. What's the best battery? Oh gosh. What's the best battery on the market right now? Nemosberg.
That is very specific to your gun. That is
depends.
very specific to your gun. Like, for example, when we build our Typhoon custom series of airsoft guns, you need a very specific type of battery to have it run as intended. Whereas if we put that special battery into like any other airsoft gun, you are going to destroy that gun.
Yeah, batteries are going to vary. It really depends on what you mean by best. I mean, as far as convenience, Echo 1, Lance Tactical are going to offer plenty of different variety of batteries available for whatever compartment you need. But it really depends on what gun you're going to be putting it into. What would be the best option for that one? Sick, I'll take a look. Appreciate the input. No worries, man. No worries.
Let's see. Ricky Ponce asks, can the sector gear for the Zion Arms Nebula MOSFET be purchased separately?
Not individually. You can buy the actual MOSFET itself, and it would come included, if I'm not mistaken, with the sector gear as well. But buying the sector gear alone, not yet.
Yeah, I would say go to Zion Arms website and just see if you could contact them. Maybe they may be able to do something.
They might be willing to sell it to you. I know a lot of OEMs, like KWA for example, are usually willing to go ahead and, even if they don't have it listed on their website, they might be able to go ahead and send you or sell you the part that you need. It's always a thing. Let's see here, Mr. Nuts. He's that one. Scrolly Nuts, good to see you as well. Let's see, make sure. I know there was another one earlier. I have the LWT Sport. It is not. Unfortunately not. I hope Brandon H decides to license AK-50 for Airsoft.
Bruh.
He does play Airsoft.
He does, yeah, but bruh.
Hello, man. My mom died. end if you can make me happy, please. Well, young boy with like, I am sorry that you went through that.
Yes,
You know,
we are very sorry for your loss. Our condolences.
hopefully, you know, things get better from here. Yeah, that's all I can say about that. Keeps going through. You want to answer that one as well. Answer that one as well. It is a Free Flow Bear answered that one as well. I have answered that one as well. Okay, there we go. There's a good one. Should I upgrade my Army Armament R32? I just got it, or leave it as is. Okay, he just got one from a mystery box. Which the R32 is the here R32 Army Armament. This is one of my favorite pistols that Army actually offers. Very simple, slick, clean, 1911 design. But he's asking if we should upgrade it. I would say some things yes, but I don't know. What do you think?
I don't think it really needs much at all. I'd say, have you played with it yet?
That's
Yeah.
true.
So if you just play with it first and just see how you like it, and obviously have some realistic expectations. You know, it's an airsoft pistol. It's not gonna, be a sniper. Or it's not gonna have like the same range as your airsoft rifle. You know, keep in mind it's still a pistol. I would say my only advice for the R32, because it's a 1911, is gonna be the magazines. I just haven't found any other brand of Airsoft 1911 magazines that work as well as Tokyo Marui. So I think if you want to keep this gun around long term, which it is a fun gun to shoot. I've shot this gun plenty of times. I actually considered buying one actually for a while before I ended up getting the Sig Air M17, which was a big mistake. But but I would say Tokyo Marui magazines, because I do run a Frankenstein 1911 that was made by spare parts from Tokyo Marui 1911s. I do also have a regular Tokyo Marui 1911 as well. Tokyo Marui mags just in general just work the best. They hold the most gas. 1911 mags in general just don't hold a lot of gas anyways.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so you might start to notice that, like, maybe you're asking this question maybe because you're noticing that, like, you run out of gas pretty quick. That's just the nature.
It's a
of
very common thing, especially with metal slides on 1911s. It's just a lot of weight for it to go ahead and go back and forth.
Such a small gas.
Exactly.
reservoir,
Yeah. So
the ones that hold the most, Tokyo Marui. I would probably recommend, if you want to keep this long term, just run Tokyo Marui mags.
or maybe if you wanted to save on gas as well, you could also short stroke it. Bear in mind you are going to be sacrificing the slide lock function of the airsoft pistol, but that is a great way to go ahead and save a little bit, and you will get a faster cycle rate as well.
Yeah. So those are some options available to you, but yeah, just make sure you play with it and just see what it can do from out of the box.
Front towards enemy. I'm 6'4" and 245 pounds. Damn, you are a strong man. I run a Shellback Banshee 2.0. It's not too big. It doesn't look like a small JPC. You know, I really wish I could get into JPCs, but they just fit me like a man bra, man. I think I'm just too big for them.
I mean, I'm just kind of tired of the JPC look. Everyone runs around with the JPC.
I just wish I could do it because it does look kind of cool in certain kits. But anyway, what are your thoughts on the Phoenix HPA engine that's around on the interwebs? I haven't had any. I know what you're talking about. I haven't had any experience with the Phoenix HPA engines as of yet, so I don't really know how they perform. Are they really going to be a competitor to Polar Star in terms of all their offerings? I have no idea. So as soon as we can get some in from our distributor, we're going to be testing them out and seeing.
Yeah, I mean, HPA is an HPA system, man. Like,
at the end of the day,
it'll fart and it'll make your gun shoot really well. You know, I mean, hey, like, I don't have anything against HPA systems.
No, of course not.
Yeah. Like, for those who want performance, I'm sure it'll do what it will do. But obviously, brands like Wolverine and Polar Star, they have a very fanatical fan base that live and die by their brand. It makes sense. You know, they spend a lot of money on their airsoft engine or their system, basically. So I will probably just say, you know, like, I haven't seen anything, but I'm sure it'll do what you want it to do.
And then as far as getting y'all the link for the 1911 TM mags, we're pulling them up right now for you, Tex Kraken's Airsoft. I like the extendos for me personally. I think those are the nicest ones.
Yeah. So let's see the black extendo, but I don't think I have Tokyo Marui extendos, and they're not as good as the regular, in my opinion.
Fair enough.
I think for some reason the extendos they run out of gas too fast. I think the BB per gas volume is, like, I think the ratio is off, even with Tokyo Marui. So I would just recommend just a regular 1911 magazine like this.
There we go. I'm gonna put that in the chat for you. There you go. There you go.
It'll do you well.
Okay, so that, what are your thoughts on that one as well? I blew mine up and they had to. Holy crap.
No.
Check battery requirement for it as well. Roger that. I figured out how to get the. Oh, I'm not confirming nor denying that job, but all I can say for anyone that is curious about like the orange flash height or the orange tip on your airsoft guns, we cannot confirm nor deny how to remove the orange flap. All we can say is that it does void any and all warranties that might be in place.
Yep.
However, typically most airsoft guns are going to have 14 millimeters counterclockwise threading underneath on the outer barrel, so just keep that in mind. But remember, once you remove that, warranty is done. So remember, guys, deals going on right now. All highlighted right now. This is going to be very easy for you to take advantage of the promotions going on right now. Every $50 you spend will get you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. It's happening tomorrow. It's $1,000 that are on the line, and it can literally go to anyone, but you need to get those orders in ASAP before it is too late. Otherwise, you miss your opportunity. And remember, even though you place your orders, you still have to watch tomorrow's live stream. It's going to be going on at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Deadline to enter is 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you haven't placed your order by then, that's it. Your order is not going to count towards this giveaway. So don't miss out.
Participate in the $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. I don't know what's going on, man. Yeah, if I didn't work here, I participate every week.
Actually, that's true. Whiskey was watching our live stream last night, and he was asking, so employees are allowed to participate in giveaways, right? And I was like,
Wish.
no,
I
I wish.
Yeah, I'd participate. What the hell?
That and also mystery boxes, too. We can't do mystery boxes,
yeah.
which is also incredibly frustrating, which another thing, too, if you guys wanted to get extra entries in the shopping spree giveaway, I'm going to highly recommend that you pick yourself up a 2024 Platinum Hot Releases mystery box loaded with some of the
There's a
hottest
lot of
prizes.
good stuff in there.
It's a lot of good shit in here. And again, we're more than halfway sold out, so hop on this now before it's too late. Again, some of these prizes are absolutely amazing, and even the lowest costing prize is going to be at bare minimum the exact same cost of the mystery box itself. So no matter what you get, you are guaranteed to win something really freaking dope. There you go. I'm going to leave a link for that into the live chat. And like it says,
XR Preacher trying to win a second time.
hey, he
Bro,
might.
yeah.
He very well might
Dude,
win it.
that would be so crazy.
Hey, you know what? At the end of the day, there's no cap on how many times someone can win. So if they place their orders in, far be it from us to deny them their victory. Akarai, good to see you as well, my friend. Good to have you on here as well. I just got to use play. Okay, it's in that one as well. Not answering that one as well. Okay, and of course, there was also some new stuff as well that I wanted to go ahead and talk about on the site. Obviously, you know, we've been having a lot more of these like new products coming in, new airsoft guns, more tactical gear as well. But this kind of brought up to another question that I had with all this new stuff coming in, also upgrade parts. How much of your airsoft gun do you think is actually necessary to upgrade? Because this is a question that I get a lot of. You know, there are a lot of I'm sure you've encountered them where guys that will be kids that are just joining in will see these airsoft guns. They're like, oh, cool. I can't wait to buy it and upgrade it. And it's like, wait, what do you mean like automatically upgrade? You haven't played with it yet, right? I feel like there's this kind of this misconception going around where it's like the minute you buy an airsoft gun, you have to start putting in all these upgrade parts. So what's your take on that?
Well, I mean, hey, it's good for us. If,
Oh, no, I mean, of course,
if
yeah, if
y'all,
they want
y'all
to.
keep buying upgrade parts,
Yeah, I mean, of course.
why not? But I think all joking aside, personally, I just been playing airsoft long enough to know like what I want out of an airsoft gun. So generally, I don't really upgrade too much on my airsoft guns. And if I do, then usually it's just like certain components that get changed out. You know, like maybe I'll add an ETU so I can run a lipo battery for longer, or like I'll add. Maybe I'll just like do some basic compression like mods, you know, so make sure like I get more consistent FPS, stuff like that. But one thing I think that remained consistent throughout all the airsoft guns I own, I always change inner barrel unbucking.
That's like most airsoft guns. I think that's a pretty common given. But in terms, I think it's a little concerning for me. I mean, yes, like you said, right? We're a business. At the end of the day, like the more parts they buy from us, like I mean, hey, easy, and that's more entries in the giveaway. But I do worry that like maybe some players, because again, the quality of airsoft guns that come out are really good. Like they're getting way better compared to when we were first starting out. So I don't know where this like notion of like, hey, I bought this brand new airsoft gun, I'm immediately gut it all and put in all these parts in there.
Well, I just think it's just a lot of like information out there on the internet, you know, like you'll have like gun builders who have like their own YouTube channels, or they'll have like a bunch of people like online on internet forums, you know, that say like, oh yeah, like I just got this, you know, I got this like really like high-end airsoft gun, and then like I completely gutted it, and I put like 13-to-1 gears, and I, did all this like short stroke, the sector gear, and like put this crazy motor and like a gate tighten and blah blah. And so I think because they see a lot of people doing that online, I think a lot of players just automatically think, oh, like I need to do that, in order to like get a good, like for an airsoft gun to be good. But in reality, I think for most players, like how most people play, like when I see and watch people play, you don't really need that many upgrades.
I think again, like you said, like the only thing that most players would probably benefit from would be the inner barrel and bucking.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that no one can appreciate, the level of work that goes into like a really nice custom build. Of course not. Absolutely, there's some really really cool benefits with going with like one of some of these decked out airsoft guns. But I do feel for the vast majority of players, there's really not too much of a need for a lot of that stuff. And dare I say, I think for a lot of players, it's like you said, maybe some influencers on there saying, "Oh yeah, I have all these parts," and they want to be just as good as they are, especially if they're pretty decent at the sport. And they'll probably just run the exact same thing without really knowing what it does. Because I feel like that's a pretty common thing that I see at a lot of shops now too. It's like, not that I agree with this, but they'll say like, if you don't know what this part does, we're not going to sell it to you.
Yeah, I mean, also at the end of the day, I think a lot of airsoft players, they don't, or most people in general, even just outside of airsoft. One thing I realized with people, like they don't really know what they want, and so like even when it comes to airsoft, there's like, oh, like I wish my gun shot better. It's like, okay, so like in what way would you like your gun to shoot better? There's many aspects to that, right? I think just in my personal airsoft journey, I just realized that for me, I just want my guns to shoot farther and just be accurate. That's it. Like, yeah, having like a super crazy snappy true response is nice, but I find myself, I'm not running my gun nearly that hard when I'm playing, because I'm not there to like mag dump somebody.
Yeah, you're not there to hurt someone.
Yeah. Like I just need to just place anywhere between 1 to 3 shots on someone and just move on, So like for me, I realized I just want something that's just accurate and can shoot far. And I think most people, if they get something like that, I think without realizing, that they'll be happy.
Jim the Mad Viking, what are you, such a freaking troll, dude.
What's the best version 2 gearbox with VSR 10? May I recommend the MGC4? Let's see here. Mech Rebellion asks, question, have you had your hands on the G&G TGM R5? Any recommendations for Assault MP5? Well, I will say this: the TGM R5 is not an MP5. Legally, I must give a disclaimer. Yeah, Elite Force and Umarex have the only legal airsoft MP5 in the United States. Elite Force, please don't sue us or get mad at us. But that they're the only legal MP5 dealers.
Yes.
Yeah, in the U.S. Have we gotten our hands on the TGM R5 from G&G? Yes, but unfortunately, G&G has made us or ordered us not to talk right now about it. Yeah, it's a little hush hush. Just keep your eyes peeled. I will guarantee you it. Yeah, we'll have more info on that when we're allowed to talk about it. Let's see. Jaws says, question, is a little bit of barrel wiggle normal when it's a free floating rail, and the cap on the pistol grip for the motor can be screwed in more? Should I screw it in more? Okay.
No.
Okay. 2 questions. Double question. Yeah.
Our tech was just like, no.
Yeah. Cross is yelling, no, don't do that. Okay. Barrel wobble on a free floating handguard is normal. Don't wiggle it, don't play with it too much. But don't play with it too much. You might like end up bending something that you shouldn't bend. So just leave it alone. Having a little bit of wobble is completely
there is going to be some level of play.
That's just how it is. Let's see.
And for the motor, for the screw in the motor grip, it is put at a certain level for motor height. You don't want it all the way in because that's going to be way too tight, and you're not going to get any sort of movement whatsoever from the gears.
So that screw is to adjust your motor height. So if you want to find the right motor height for your gun, I would recommend plugging in a battery. Don't put any BBs through it, obviously, if you do it inside or whatever. If you are going to run BBs, put some iPro on. And then just shoot the gun on semi-automatic and just listen to how the gun sounds, and then just slowly turn the screw, like adjust the screw like up and down until the gun sounds like smooth and quiet. You'll notice that like if you screw it too much in one direction or the other, like too far, the gun's gonna sound a lot grindier and like whinier. So you want to find that sweet spot. Sometimes the factory, they will miss the mark a little bit, so it's just good to just do really small adjustments and just see where your motor sits. yeah, don't don't screw it in all the way.
Screw it in all the way.
Yeah.
You know what? That's a fair question because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember thinking the same thing when I got my very first airsoft gun as well.
mhm.
Hey, Jen's question: doesn't matter what brand or type of mag I use, there's something happening not allowing the hop-up feed lip keep the mag retention piece pushed back enough to keep BBs flowing.
Okay.
Trying to picture this.
Yeah. Okay. I would say it sounds like you're having a pretty specific problem. So if you need us to take a closer look at it, please. Yeah, it sounds like you're having a feeding issue. Like we need more information from you. And I think like doing it in the live chat, unfortunately, I don't think we can help you out the best. So please make sure to hit up our live chat on our website. We'll be more than happy to help you there and just get more details.
One thing it does sound like from if what you're describing
Sounds
again.
like he's having a feeding issue.
So no, but what he's saying is that he
Yeah.
can't keep this the actual like I'm assuming I'm just using this as an example.
Yeah.
This hop chamber pushed back far enough to like actually feed the bees because it seems like the feed lip for the mag's here and the hop up feed lip is right here and he needs it to be pushed back. For that, I would usually suggest using O-rings. Using O-rings or some type of spacer could work.
But we need more information.
That's true.
Like
That's just a guess.
yeah,
That's just a guess.
Like we don't know what gun he has. We don't know what mags he's using. We don't know if like he put any aftermarket parts in it. You know, like there's a lot more information that we need. Yeah, I would say if you want the best help, please go to our website airsoftgi.com. We have our live chat service. Yeah, you'll find it as soon as you hit the homepage, and you'll get to speak to a team member who can actually help you out, like one on one. You know,
No AI
so,
being used here.
Yeah, because if we try to help you here on the live chat, like your comment's gonna get buried and stuff, and it's gonna be tough.
Foxco53, when will the Cthulhu be back in stock? Yes, so they were originally meant to arrive in stock earlier this month, I believe, but we did have to push the release date back a little bit. We got the notification from Lancer when they were distributing it that they wanted to make some final adjustments to it because they were listening to some of the feedback that a lot of the initial owners of the Cthulhu had suggested, and they wanted to make sure that, again, you're getting the best quality possible when you receive your Cthulhu. Front towards enemy, that's a great question. What weapons class would benefit the most from HPA? I've gone up against some crazy quiet sniper builds, but I've also seen an insanely quiet HPA MP5 SD build.
Yeah, I think HPA.
I'm gonna say LMG or MMG. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah. But HPA, like, the reason why people like HPA is because they're incredibly consistent. So they're gonna have very little FPS and air volume deviance. So from shot to shot, because you have an electronic control unit, you're gonna get pretty much almost exactly the same amount of air every time you pull the trigger. Whereas other platforms like AEGs and gas blowbacks, not so much actually. So because of that, generally, in my opinion, I think longer range builds tend to benefit from an HPA system the most. Yeah, I mean it's good at doing a lot of things, but
Yeah,
I'd say you notice it the most for like longer range kills.
I typically like the reason why I suggest for LMGs is because one, you are going to be it's a build that is designed specifically for full auto sustained fire for longer periods of time, and I feel like you need that level of control and adjustment with an HPA that you honestly can't really get with an AEG, at least not yet anyway. And then also again just parts in terms of like upgrades, it can be a little harder on certain MMG platforms. So just swapping over to an HPA engine is going to make life like a ton easier, to be honest.
Let's see, just a couple of questions that kind of got backed up here. So Josh says, there's a weird noise coming from my Mark II, so I should make small adjustments to the pistol grip cap. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what kind of weird noise you're getting. If it's like a grinding noise, like if the gun is cycling, if the gun is still shooting stuff, like shooting air, and it's making like a grindy noise, yeah, then you're gonna have to make some adjustments to the motor height. If like the gun is like beeping at you, if the gun's like if the Nebula ETU is like yelling at you, then, yeah, then you should stop what you're doing. Again, like for like specific troubleshooting, guys, I'm just gonna tell everyone here, if you're having issues with your gun,
use the live chat function on the
use
website.
the live chat feature on our website so we can actually help you on a one-on-one basis.
It's very easy to access. Literally in the bottom right-hand corner of the web browser, you should be able to go and see it right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
That little icon of a person right
there.
Yeah,
click on that, and you should be able to go ahead and get a hold of any one of us.
Usually the live chat will automatically it'll just pop up normally when you're like browsing the page as well. But yeah, the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is not because like we don't want to like help you right now, but it's just because it's actually extremely difficult for us to properly diagnose and help the issue with you, like through the live chat. So please.
You can also use email if you prefer. If you want to send us like a video of like what might be going on, like of hey, every time I pull the trigger, it makes this noise.
Yeah.
You can do that as well. It gives us a better understanding as to what might be going on, and we can totally troubleshoot it from there. Just we want to make sure we're giving you the right information. We don't want to misdiagnose something.
Yeah. So Lady Boner says apparently some kind of feeding problem with the MGC4 Mark II, doesn't load BBs and makes a grinding noise. Internals all stock. Yeah. So if it's a grinding noise, it's probably going to be motor height. So just check that first. So take a screwdriver and make adjustments on the bottom of your pistol grip and just see if that'll do it. As far as it not loading BBs, that's something that we have to go a little bit more in depth on. So please use our live chat service on our website for that.
Ooh, this is a good question actually. PrimeTech Customs is asking to you specifically. Did you see that the KWA T10 will re-release with a new ETU?
Well, I didn't know that the T10 had an ETU to begin with. I don't know if they made a limited release.
I think he means like it's gonna be re-released, but with like an ETU, not you know what I'm saying?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I did not hear that actually. I haven't talked to KWA in a minute, so definitely did not know about that. But I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how much it's really going to change, really, the overall performance of the gun, considering the switch life extenders that KWA's been using have been working great this entire time.
Yeah, but people like ETUs. It's like a really nice like marketing gimmick that a lot of airsofters like tend to like gravitate towards. So I'm assuming KWA is trying to cater to the airsoft market with the T10 re-release. So hey, I'm all for it, man.
Yeah.
Like I can't. I'm excited. I definitely love to shoot it. I love the T10. T10 is an absolute killer looking rifle. So I'm glad that KWA is still showing love to the T10. They did not forget about it.
Absolutely. No, I'm glad they didn't just abandon it. Maybe who knows? Maybe it's a programmable ETU. We'll see in the future. Throw my gear with my kids. Might do that one. Think happens. Okay, answer that one as well. Well, I gotta go make dinner for the old lady. No worries. Again, guys, we have 12 minutes left of the live stream before we close out. Make sure to get those orders in now while you guys can. Remember, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. The biggest deals are highlighted right now, where you can get up to 10% off, even up to 20% off certain airsoft guns as well, like Lance Tactical Pro lines. We're also talking about the classic Army AEGs, where you can get 20% off. It's insane. Now's the time to get the airsoft gun that you've been eyeing.
Yeah. Let's see. So Jaw and Lady Boner, both of you guys, both of y'all, I know you guys are still trying to like troubleshoot through the live stream chat. Okay, so it definitely seems like it is an issue that we need further diagnosing. So we definitely will need some more information. Like if you guys can like send us like videos of you guys trying to shoot it, or if you guys want to. Right now, unfortunately, our phone lines are down. We're currently still working on getting our phone lines back up, which is why we're talking about using the live chat service on our website. So we will announce when the phone lines are back up. We're currently working on it right now. So we're incredibly sorry that the phone lines are down, but please, continue. We can definitely continue the discussion on the live chat service, so that way we can properly diagnose your issue. Or I believe do we handle warranty claims, or just Lancer Tactical for the MGC4?
So technically speaking, that we ask that they go through us for the MGC4s.
Yeah.
That way we can also note down like, hey, if there's any sort of issues with like maybe a batch or something,
Yeah.
like turns out the hop-up chamber on one batch or something is not as good.
Yeah,
something we always want to take note of.
Yeah. So for anyone that's having if you guys are noticing something's wrong with your MGC4, we're again sorry about that. Sorry to hear that. But worst case scenario, you can always try to open up a warranty claim for you guys through the live chat service, so that way we can get the gun back in. We can fix it, or worst case scenario, we'll just
replace it.
Yeah, we'll replace it.
Ricky Ponce is asking any recommendations on a top quality version 2 gear set. Well, it depends on what sort of gear set you were looking for. If you were looking for something just to replace your current ones, I mean, yeah, you can go with pretty much any like 18-to-1 gear set that should work just fine. ZC Leopard, SHS.
Yeah, even Arcturus, they make some really good steel.
Arcturus makes some good ones as well.
Lancer Tactical makes some really good aftermarket gears too. Who else? Siege Tick, but I don't even know if they're around anymore.
I don't even know if they're around. I know they'll say them bitches were indestructible, basically.
Oh yeah. The Siege Tick gears were they're definitely like the most highly regarded gear set I think on the market. But getting a hold of Siege Tick is like pulling teeth. There's some, I think our tech department, ever since COVID, we've been like sending them like hundreds of emails, and there's like they never get back to us. So Yeah, but in the meantime, if you guys if you need a really solid gear set, in the meantime, yeah, like everything what Isaiah said, like I think Lonix if we still have them, Lonix, DC Leopard, Lancer Tactical, Arcturus, they all make really great aftermarket steel gear sets.
And you can find them for like fairly affordable too, usually under $30, sometimes even under $20. Depends on, but it also depends on what ratio you were looking for. Remember, the amount of teeth is going to correlate to that number. So 18 to 1, 18 teeth, 16 to 1, 16 teeth, again, so on and so forth. Depends on the type of build you're trying to go for.
Yeah. So Ricky, yeah, again, it's a question that heavily depends on like, what gun do you have? What, like, what do you want to get out of getting a new gear set? Like what performance do you expect out of your gun? All that, again, please send it to the live chat on our website so we can help you on a one-to-one basis and we can get you the exact gear set that you want. So that way you won't regret your decision or your purchase.
Enigma the Dragon, what gloves would you recommend to protect your hands? Honestly, just as long as they cover the entire hand. Don't do like fingerless gloves, you know what I mean? I know sometimes they look cool, but it's not worth it.
Do any come with wrist support? I believe we have some Lancer Tactical like hard knuckle gloves.
What about the ones we use for the held everything? I'm pull those out.
Yeah, so those are the Lancer Tactical gloves. Let's see here. They do have some pretty decent wrist support. Generally for me, I kind of moved away from using like thicker gloves or like supporting gloves. I just use it. Like I just noticed that just even like really thin gloves, like the mechanics wear gloves, like do me just fine. But
as long as the BB's not like making direct skin on like contact with you, then honestly it's gonna be a lifesaver.
Yeah. So these hard knuckle gloves, these are the ones that we use for a video coming soon. These are really nice because if you look at the wrist area, it is tougher to get on and off, to put it on and off, but because you have this nice like thick fabric like Velcro thing that you have to do, if you tighten it down enough, it will give you a lot of wrist support, and you get a lot of like hard knuckle and finger protection. Let's see, Lady Bros, I screwed the warranty up. Literally took the orange thing off hours before that happened. Oof. Hey, just talk to our live chat. Maybe we'll be able to work something out.
Here's what I'll say. I don't want to go into detail, but usually we are a pretty understanding company.
Yeah.
We are not assholes, so we do try to work with everyone as much as possible. And if you're honest and you're cool, you'd be surprised. That goes for anyone like in retail, right? You talk to anyone in retail and you're honest, cool, polite, you'd be surprised how far that can get you.
Lady Boners, just give us your
phone number.
Thank you. Yes. Sure. Yes. Jin the Mad Viking, Boss Man didn't pay the phone bill. No, it's actually actually right now we've been having some like spotty issues with our freaking internet service providers, man. Like it's the freaking worst. Cable companies, man.
What are you gonna do with them?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you can't go to anyone else right now.
Oh, we're the only ones. Oh, that's just too bad. I guess you'll just have to wait. Yeah. Let's see. Primetech says no further info on the ETU. I'm assuming he's talking about the new KWA ETU. But I know that I know of one that lets you keep the cutoff feature even with the older AG.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps, yeah.
Regular ratio because I got a MOSFET. I mean, depends on the MOSFET, I guess. But if you're looking for regular ratio, any of those brands, SiegeTech, ZC Leopard, SHS, obviously Arcturus. They're new ones as well. Those are all really, really good. Yes, homie Ness. Yes, I'm so glad you got it.
Yes.
Classic self.
As long
as you can get your finger on the trigger, Ricky Ponce, in terms of being able to put a
finger.
For the phone.
It's not about the
phone bill, bro.
In fact, I want to stop paying the phone bill because freaking Spectrum's terrible. Freaking dude. I hate cable service providers with a passion.
And they always trying to ask you if you want to bundle everything.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, so that way everything else can go down at the same time? Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Freaking terrible, man. But thank you, Lady Boner, for the $5 donation. Much appreciated. Guys, you got 5 minutes left of the live stream. Get those orders in now while you can. Not too many people have been taking advantage of the promotions, which means you have the highest odds right now of winning if you get those orders in. Remember, it's tomorrow, $1,000. All right. Let's keep scrolling through. I think we won't answer that one as well. My Mark II seems good. 2 eye caps, full auto. with only a little warmth in the handle. Yeah, that's about average. That's what they should be doing.
Yeah.
So again, if you guys, this goes for pretty much anyone. If you guys do have any sort of issues with your airsoft gun or any sort of inquiries or questions regarding your orders, maybe you're looking for an ETA on when something will arrive, you are more than welcome to use the live chat function on the website. It's easy. It's super convenient. It literally doesn't require anything else. Just literally type a message away. Just keep our operating hours in mind. Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you leave us a message, we will try to get back to you via email if you message us at a later time.
And then Nate, just regarding your MGC4 Mark II comment, so most AEGs, if you shoot it after a while, it will start to get pretty warm. That's totally normal. The only time you should ever be concerned is sometimes the motor will get too hot to touch. That's happened to me before. If that happens, stop shooting your airsoft gun. We'll have to take a closer look at it. But if it's just getting pretty warm, it's completely normal. Prime Texas C-Check is still around. New sets coming out with a different coating. I hope so. I hope so, because our tech department, we're back ordered from C-Check for so long. We're waiting on a lot of gear sets to come in. So I hope that's the case.
Front towards enemy. I didn't know that. Cool fact. They made our guys stop wearing knuckle gloves in Iraq because they melted your hands when exposed to fire like IEDs.
Interesting. Okay.
That must suck. Like if you survive an IED, right? But you're freaking the plastic starts molding to your.
Yeah. I mean, I've never found hard knuckle gloves to even be comfortable, and like I think every time I use hard knuckle gloves, I would never get shot in the hands. So I'm like, what's the point? And then I take them off, and then I get shot in the hands, and I'm like, ow. You know,
what if we just pour some water on it, lady?
Yeah, there you go.
Easy. That's the solution to all our problems.
Why didn't we think of that before?
They were saying we need to bring back Nextel service.
Yeah.
Share your pain with Spectrum. You are not alone, dude. I get the same thing. Even at home, like we were paying for like pretty good freaking internet, right? And then just randomly will cut off in the middle of my stream. It absolutely freaking sucks.
The best. Yeah. Like I don't think I've ever had a good experience with a cable company, but that's a deeper conversation about cable companies and how they're a legal monopoly in the United States. But
we'll have that. Well, honestly, I feel like that's going to be a good, like, if we ever bring back the podcast, that's going to be a very interesting topic, like why Spectrum needs to die. Love that Intel range walkie-talkie. Dude, you remember those walkie-talkies I used to get where it's like, this was before, Spectrum and freaking all the, and Comcast, like, never take over. But it was literally like these old walkie-talkies, and I know for a fact, because like a lot of like Hispanics, and I'll be honest, a lot of illegals used to have them too, where we used to literally just press the button and you could speak to someone all the way in Honduras.
Oh yeah.
You remember those?
It was by Nextel.
Yeah.
I think they got bought out by Motorola, maybe. I don't remember, but Nextel, I remember because when I was a very little kid, my dad had one, and he also, and I think a few of his like coworkers at the time, or like some of my uncles got some, and so they would just like walkie-talkie each other, which I thought was like,
dude, it was the coolest
thing. Yeah.
Y'all talking about Boost Mobile?
Oh yes, yeah.
They bought up by Boost. Yeah. Mr. Cars. I don't know what you're trying to say, brother. Okay, guys, you got 2 minutes left in the live stream. If you have stuff in your cart, I'm going to recommend that you check out now. Remember, subtotal of $20, you automatically get an entry into tomorrow's giveaway. But right now, if you haven't already, every $50 gets you $5. I'm going to recommend that you take advantage now while you can. Oh, he said, looks like Sprint.
Bought Nextel. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ricky. Yeah, my boomer knowledge is a bit foggy.
Actually, I wish those were still around, because can you imagine how handy those would have been for like Milsom West?
Yeah, actually, no. They still exist in a certain form. So I know there are walkie-talkies out there that you could use prepaid SIM cards, and you basically have unlimited range for your walkie-talkie.
Damn.
Yeah. They are pretty expensive though.
Then T-Mobile bought out Sprint.
Yes.
So it's literally just everyone toppling each other one another.
Well, also another deep discussion about telecommunications companies and how they're also a legal monopoly in the United States.
Scum of the earth.
Yeah.
Absolutely freaking hate them. Actually, okay, yeah. So, actually, any news on anything you want to give? Because I've been teasing a lot of the guys on the live streams about a certain video regarding a certain gun that's based around a certain video game. Anything you want to give out in terms of a little appetizer, little something to whet their appetite?
I mean, it is. I mean, when we first saw the gun, the first thing that I thought of was like, wow, this really looks like a gun that belongs in a very trendy new science fiction video game. that rhymes with smell hivers. So from what you can imagine, we themed the entire video around that. Filming was an absolute blast. So right now, the reason why we haven't released a video yet is because G&G is they want all the content to be dropped for their new gun at the same time.
Yeah.
So we have been told to hold off on that until we get approval. And right now we're also like fighting this weird copyright battle.
YouTube AI is really dumb.
Yeah, it's very dumb. And also our multi-channel network, which I didn't know that we were a part of, is a complete scam. So I'm trying to figure out like how to work with them. They do the great not pick up the phone and not answer the email and not get back to you vibe. So that's great.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when the video drops, again, I keep hyping it up because I'm genuinely proud of what we
Yeah.
did. I thought it was freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You guys dressing up as no. Not yet. No, we haven't been paid enough for that. Anyway, it is now.
Whoa. We're keeping it PG, all right?
Hey, man, they can be PG.
Yeah.
They can be PG.
Yeah.
All right, guys, it is going to be the end of this live stream. Big shout out to everyone that did indeed place their orders during the duration of the stream. You get your extra entries into tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway going on for $1,000. There's still ways for you to get extra entries, but you got to get those orders in now while you guys can. Guys, it's been absolutely real. Big shout out to everyone that was participating in the live chat as well. Again, appreciate all of the viewership. If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the live stream. Let people know that these live streams are legit and this is where you want to be to get those entries in. My name is Isaias.
And Boaz.
See you guys on the next one.
One last
All
question.
right,
Maybe
one last
I'll
one.
try
One last
again.
one.
All right, easiest way is you measure it with a tape measure.
Take it out,
Yeah.
measure with a tape measure. If it's
Yeah.
in inches, just go ahead and do a little Google conversion, and that's it.
Yeah,
Find
yeah,
the
yeah,
closest
yeah.
one to it.